How's it going today, guys? Today we're going to be comparing the Evo 3S unit right here to the Evo 3 unit I still have on my boat, side to side together, and letting you guys see what is really better, if it's a really better unit or if this is just all marketing that Simrad says the Evo 3S is better. I'm going to let you guys see it and experience it firsthand, and let me know down below in the comments which one you think is better. Also, guys, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any future videos that you will find helpful or interesting for any of your electronics or fishing needs. I post every Friday now. It's a new schedule. Every Friday you can expect a new video to come out, and you can watch it over the weekend and use it to help you become a better boater or fisherman or whatever your thing is that you like to do on the water. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So with that being said, guys, let's get into the video. So guys, before I get into the video, I just want to say that I have had this unit since October of 2020, and I have had this unit since January of 2020 as well. So this unit has different features from this, because this is the S. Most of it is all kept the same, and a few of the things that Simrad says is better is going to be a processor, the charts, even though I believe on the NSS 12 charts for the Evo 3, the later models that came out later in the year that you were seeing blowout sales on, those units I believe had the same charts as this, but don't quote me on that as I'm not sure. And I'm just going to show you guys, most of the people that are probably going to be watching this video that have an Evo 3 are considering maybe to upgrade to the Evo 3S. So this would be a great video for you guys to see if you guys should upgrade, or if you have an older model Simrad, if you should upgrade to the new S model, or if you have a Go or a Cruise and you're debating about upgrading to the S model, maybe this is a great video for you guys to watch as well. So, or from a different brand as well, to see what you guys think is better. So we're going to be comparing these firsthand, guys, and showing you what's better. So let's first start with the charts. As I mentioned, they claim the charts on this is better, so we can already tell from a zoomed out area that these charts are way more basic than these charts. As you can see, these charts have a lot of detail. This is a CMAP reveal for Florida, but it does not just limit you to Florida. It also has stuff for the oil rigs over here. I believe Outer Banks out here, and I believe that is as far north as it goes. I don't see anything else. It just looks like in the southeast part of the US and down by the Keys in the middle grounds. So let's see what details this chart has. As you can see, this one has just some basic details. Just zoom in. You can see like contours and stuff like that. As you zoom in closer, off the beach and stuff like that, there's just some of the basic details it has. It's a very basic chart that it comes preloaded with, but this one is very advanced. It has a lot of great features to it that I'm sure a lot of people would like. I do use the Navionics charts as well. Don't think I just use these charts. I like to run both on. I like to have one unit running the Navionics charts and one unit running this, as typically this unit running this kind of chart and the other unit running the other type of chart. Also, guys, I'm going to have the Evo 3S units linked down below in the description, and the Evo 3s if they're still available, as well as Simrad radars and autopilots down below in the description. And also, guys, be sure to use code David at checkout to get $10 off your order, $150 or more at dbmarinesupplies.com, and make sure to take advantage of that, guys. So as I zoom in here to where the boat is, I can use my fingers to move this around as well, just so you guys don't think it's like a cruise. But just for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to be touching it with my finger. I'm going to be using the side panel right here, sidebar control panel. That way you guys can see the details on the screen better, and instead of my hand. So we're just going to zoom in here briefly to Tampa Bay. And this is not all over Florida, even though it says CMAP reveal. Like, some stretches of the coast won't have any detail on it, like the region right below me, but down here in the Tampa Bay area, it does have a lot of detail to it. I'm just going to show you a pretty common area for a grouper in the wintertime that a lot of people like to fish. It's a very productive area down by the shipping channel, trolling the sides of the channel, and you can just see the detail in these charts for the side of the channel. It's very well laid out, and you can see just how nice it is in 3D. And then down around here is pretty much as far offshore as it gets for the Tampa Bay right here. Only a couple miles of the coast. I would say this is probably about 3 miles out, not very far and not very deep, as you can tell. You can see the detail in those charts. And then as we zoom out, we can look at other areas farther south as well. So we'll get down here by the coast, and you can see the other detail it has in the Egmont Key channel of like the charts and stuff like that, how nice the detail is, and it comes out to, I don't know how well you guys can see it on here, but it is definitely very nice and advanced, and a big advantage to have while you're fishing out offshore. So now let's go farther down south. Let's go down to Sarasota. Like as you can see down here on the way, I believe this is Manatee County, you don't see any of the relief shading on here, but if we go down towards Sarasota, you can start to see some of the relief shading that this relief shading maps have to offer, and you can just see some of the detail on this charts and how nice it is when you're fishing to be able to see all this. You can see the detail here. Also guys, for the middle grounds, I know a lot of you guys are looking at it for purpose of the middle grounds. There's also for out here past where, I forget what this is called, but where it starts to drop off really deep. I believe it's a place where a lot of people like to go sword fishing out in the Gulf Stream. And you can just see how nice the detail is on this chart of all of this, these contours and stuff like that. It's definitely the regular unit that I just showed you would just show you how I showed you earlier. That is what this looks like. Also, let's go down to the oil rigs out here. You can see how nice this looks. I'm sure there's a lot of really good fishing out here on the bottom. Maybe deep dropping out here would be really nice. And you can just see the level of detail in this chart, how nice it looks. And you can just see all the little contours and stuff like that. And it's just really insane what the technology we have today can show us. Also farther inland, down by the middle grounds right here, they don't have a lot of mapping everywhere, but you can do updates and I believe you'll be able to see more detail. But this is a little spot in the middle grounds, around 230 feet, and you can see the detail. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you can see like all the little edges and like ridges and ledges in the bottom, and see all the detail in it. Also, I'm going to show you guys the other side of the coast. Let's go over towards Miami, another big boating area where I'm sure a lot of you guys are watching, and as well as the Keys. So down here in the Keys, let's start in the Keys first. You can see all the nice details that this chart has to offer on the Atlantic side right here, and you can see just all of this structure on the edges where you guys would be fishing a lot of the times. I imagine for grouper and snapper, you can just really dial in those yellowtails if you're yellowtail fishing a lot, and see all the details this chart has to offer. It's just really incredible. Just look at that hard bottom right there. It's just really amazing how cool this is. And let's go up the coast. I believe this is the swordfish grounds in Miami where a lot of people like to swordfish. If I'm wrong, correct me down below in the comments, as I have not fished in Miami yet, but it's definitely on my list to want to go fish. And you can just see the detail in here where you would be fishing, and all this bottom structure here. Just really lovely detail, and you can see all the different bottom contours on here. Just well laid out, great presentation. Then let's also go up the coast towards Outer Banks out here. I believe what this is area. And you can just see the detail these charts have to offer on these ledges. Very nice, very nice, very nice. You can just see it. I'm gonna show you guys one more quick area before we start to look at some other things. And you can see that this detail is very nice. So now the next thing is, guys, is that they say that is twice as fast and the processor is twice as fast, which is really the biggest difference between these two units that I have noticed. This unit is, they say, twice as fast as this unit, so we're gonna be testing it right now. So I don't have a timer with me right here, but we will see how fast this is to load. So it says switching pages should be 2 times faster. So let's switch on the non-S first and see if it's faster, and see how fast this one is. So we're gonna go here, side scan, switch. Okay, now let's go over to navigation, or echo I mean. Okay, and then keep in mind how fast we're moving. Okay, now let's do the same stuff on here. So let's switch, side scan, boom, echo, boom. Then let's do something else. Let's go to chart, or nope, that's what we did earlier. And you can just see how fast it goes. Now they also, back to chart, they can say you can pane charts twice as fast. Let's come pane charts on here, and I'm gonna let you guys see it. I do believe that it did seem to be almost quite as fast, 2 times faster than us switching on the Evo 3S. But let's go to the charts here, and let's pane these charts. So let's zoom out, and let's see how long this takes to catch up. So far it's taking a few seconds. Let's zoom out. Now let's go up here. Okay. Let's zoom out some more. And you can see it's taking a little while to zoom out. Let's zoom all the way back in. And normally you guys wouldn't be doing this, but I'm just doing this to try to put these units to the test and see how fast these units actually are. So now let's go ahead and try that on the Evo 3S. So let's zoom out all the way. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Pane around here. And as you can see, there's very little catch-up time needed for this unit, as on the other unit it did require a lot of time to catch up. And as you can see, it's not taking a long time to load new information on here, so we can just scroll through, see all these details really easily. And we're seeing that it's not taking anywhere near as long as it takes for the other unit to load and catch up on charts. As you can see, the other unit would freeze up like this, like you would see it start to get really slow, and it would just like be slow like that. So now if I do that on here, you can see we're not having this issue, and it's definitely twice as fast. So the check on the processor is definitely twice as fast. Also, now guys, the next big difference is they say you have built-in enhanced features for Sonar. I'm not quite sure how they mean by that, but what that basically means is that you can hook up multiple fish finders to at once, and you can switch between them. And it's supposed to let you be able to see different transducers for different options. Like if you're fishing near shore, you have a shallower transducer, and then you want to go deep drop in a couple dozen feet of water, you have a different transducer for that. So you can see that bottom really well. That is what the difference is for that. I believe the regular Evo 3 unit does have that feature too, of where you can have that enabled, but don't quote me on that. I believe the best way to find that out and double check that is to go through Simrad. I do not have multiple transducers because I fish on the Gulf side of the coast, and I generally don't fish in more than 200 to 250 feet of water at the very most, and most of what I do is around 100 feet of water. So that is not relevant to me, so I can't personally attest to that and show you on these units. But I would contact Simrad for that if that is something that you find important to you. Like if you fish shallow water and then you go and fish a couple thousand feet of water, definitely contact Simrad and see if your Evo 3 unit can do it, if that is the main thing that is making you debate. And I know the Evo 3S unit can definitely do that, but if you have that question on the Evo 3 unit, contact Simrad and I'm sure they'll be able to help you, even though sometimes their support is not as helpful as you'd like it to be, as they don't always give the right answers. Just generally they're pretty good, and a good suggestion for me to you guys is to ask multiple people. So maybe go one day, then check it the next day, make sure you have a different rep looking into it for you, and that way you can see. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. Make sure to subscribe. New videos coming out every Friday now, and make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss those videos, and you can enjoy those videos over your weekend to help you become a better boater, fisherman, or whatever your gig is on the water, to help you enjoy that more and have a better experience on the water. Also guys, be sure to use code David at checkout at dboomersalad.com to get $150 off your order. I'm going to leave the Evo 3S units, the Evo 3 unit if it's still available at the time when you might be watching this video, Simrad autopilots, the radars, as well as the Go and Cruise units in case you guys want to look at those. Or if you guys want to switch to another brand and you want to look at maybe a lower end option, a cheaper option, then you guys could look at that. The Evo 3S units are definitely the top of the line. They have the NSOs as well for really big super yachts, or like larger yachts and stuff like that, like your sport fishes, your larger boats, cruisers or whatever it is. I'm going to have those NSO units linked down below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and leave a comment, tell me which unit you thought was better. I think that the Evo 3S unit is definitely better, mainly because of the processor. I know for a lot of people that the faster processor makes a world of difference, because they have a lot of things loading on their units, and they don't really like to wait, and as you know, all of us can get really impatient. The biggest difference is that currently, if you were going to talk about just 12-inch units, The 12-inch unit is $4,000 compared to $3,000. So if you can afford the extra K, then maybe I would go with the Evo 3S if the loading time is something that you think will bother you, and if it's still available. If not, you might just be forced to buy the Evo 3S, but hey, it's definitely a better unit than the Evo 3. And if you really feel that you have an Evo 3 unit that is slow right now, you could probably upgrade that to an S, and you'd be able to load things a lot faster. You can see how much stuff I have running on here. I have so much stuff. I have autopilot running on here. I have so many different things hooked up to this. It's just really crazy. SiriusXM weather. I could take that off for this video, but you can just tell how loaded down these units are and how much stuff I put on these units. And these units, I really go under a lot of wear and tear under me. The amount of hours I use them on, is just even sitting at the dock looking through stuff, planning out the trips. It's a really nice unit to have. I definitely noticed that it's a really big step up from the Evo 3, really in terms of speed, and the processing power is just amazing how fast you can switch things. Once you get used to it, it's hard to say you want to go back. I will definitely be upgrading the Evo 3 unit soon, guys. I just want to keep it to make this video, and I will be upgrading that to a new US soon as well. So thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment, smash the like button, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to send you future videos coming out this Friday or next Friday. So thanks for watching today's video, guys, and until next time.